Ra1koss, thank you very much for joining us and for a little interview pre going out to Malta. I just want to say congratulations on your season so far. I think arguably the hottest prospect team in all of Europe. Um, I just want to ask you about your experience of South Breach. You went through it all, dropping only two maps, taking down Helios, Secret, Jihu, then Secret again.
Yep.
I just want to ask your opinions on how was that as an experience?
First, thanks to have me.
Yeah.
Um, the experience of South Beach was very good for us to take experience against T2 and T1 teams, first of all. We did work a lot from October to January to go on that result.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a good experience for us.
And just in terms of that, playing against those T1 teams, I guess is it a little bit of an advantage? Do you think because they have so much mapped broadcasters that you can do a little bit of homework on them? Is that something which you found a bit easier doing the background work against these teams, or was it more you focusing on
Actually,
yourselves?
we always focus on ourselves
Hmm.
first of all, but actually we had a lot of maps as well with the three tournaments, T2 tournaments.
Hmm.
So people could easily see what we were doing as well. So don't think there was any advantage or things like that.
Hmm.
And T1 teams moved a lot of players. So when you change two players of a roster, you basically change half of the roster. So you
Yeah.
change as well the way you play a bit. So you never can be 100% sure of what they will do. So don't think it's an advantage.
Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough. And I guess I'm building on that. You've played so many of these because you've gone deep in all these off-season tournaments. Is there always that little bit of a worry that you need to keep adapting because you're showing so much, or is it in the easier games you sort of go for the default, more default maps, more default things?
Actually, we like every situation is different for us.
Hmm.
Like we don't look at what we show, what we don't show. Like we just give it all for any game,
Hmm.
and yeah, that's it for us. Like we don't calculate. There we need to show this. There we need to show that. When we go in a game, we go 100%, and people can see what we do. We will adapt anyway. You see when you're in game, you can adapt on what the enemy is doing. So
Yeah, so I guess it's just
if they
about
adapt,
being.
we adapt.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That's
about being
basically.
effective problem solvers, isn't it? If someone brings something a bit different, I mean, it speaks volumes because you've won everything you can win so far, pretty much. So, and I can see a little sleeve on your chair there.
Yeah.
Team Valor now partnered with. Oh no! Incidentally, I've got one on my arm as well. NRV. How has it been being part of that new family as well?
Actually, it's great for us. Like it secures a bit the roster
Hmm.
to have people that how you say support us
Hmm.
in to go to travel to lands to give us shirts that we will have soon, sleeves. Like it's a good support for a G2 team. It's a good beginning.
And I
So
mean,
thanks to them.
hey, big thanks to NRV. And also, you get to look dripped out as well when you're going to the LAN, which will be fantastic as well with those shirts, which look amazing. And I just wanted to talk about the LCQ that you played in as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a hell of a run. You effectively beat in the lower bracket the rumored new Wild team, ITB Academy, Ice
Yep.
Force, the T1 side of, well, we don't know if they're Ra1koss, who knows what they are now. Team 86, then beating Wolves as well, and a
Yep.
hell of a last game as well against taking BDS, which I think a lot of people are rumoring are the new super team, I guess. Taking them to 8-6 as well. Is there going to be that little bit of spice for you guys to take down BDS in Malta?
Actually, don't know if it will be spice, but anyway, we go there to win.
Yep.
No matter who is in front of us, Sheko, Like, we don't care. We just here to win. Like LAN or online, for us it's the same. Like I mean, we have we play Siege, we have keyboard, we have mouse.
Mhm.
It's the same for us.
And yeah, I guess that brings me to my next point. I don't know if you boys have had the opportunity. Have you played in front of a live crowd in a LAN before, all of you
Uh,
together?
Me and Jax already
Yeah.
played in French League Season 3, I think,
Hmm.
in front of people or against T1 teams in a LAN environment. Me last year with Ascend
Hmm.
at PGW. So for me, it's fine. For the others, I don't know. I don't think it will make any difference. Like the most important, we together. You focus on your game and
Yeah.
what's behind the screen. Like you will see it after. So
Exactly. You can stand up and you can. I've heard that you
yeah.
might give us one of your famous yahoos if you win a game as well.
No
Yeah.
way.
Is that going to come out when you win the game? So you're going to be screaming that out at the top of your lungs?
For sure, for sure.
For sure. Awesome. And yeah, alluding on the land thing, have you boys had an opportunity yet to all meet in person yet as a team, or is this going to be the first
Uh,
chance?
Actually, we will meet 1 week before at
Mhm.
6-4 LAN at Paris.
Yep.
And the next week we fly to Malta, so we will see each other 1 week before.
So I guess that's like a good preparation then, because I feel like being under the same roof, all being in the same hotel, spending time with each other. To be honest, it's a little bit scary. I think for people who are coming up against Valor, because it's only going to make you boys stronger, surely.
I mean, we're friends, so
Yeah.
it will be fun for us to go at those lands and to win.
And yeah, I mean that's the best thing about it, isn't it? That, like you say, having that camaraderie and being friends, and then getting to do that in person, going around Europe, experiencing it in front of crowds will be amazing. And I've said it before. I said it during the Malta quals and South Breach when I was doing my watch parties. I think Valor needs to go T1 here because you are flying the T2, I do that in inverted commas, flag, and you're smashing out T1 teams left, right, and centre. I don't know. We won't reveal anything. I don't know what's happening. We don't want to do any leaks, but that's just my opinion.
For
And
now on, there's no leaks, so
okay, no leaks, no leaks. But I also want to ask you. We spoke a little bit before we started the interview about you being Luxembourgish and
yep.
half French as well. Is this
Yes.
now the era of French gunners in EU Siege? Because half the teams that have
Yes.
qualified for Malta are predominantly French sides. Is this a new renaissance of French Rainbow Six Siege coming through?
Um, I mean, in France, I think we always had some good talents,
Hmm.
but because of the lack of professionalism in T3, T2, the last
Hmm.
years, like people went off the game and started to not play anymore the game. So with the time, we always have less players, but by chance we have our coach that is making always, progress the new players he
Yeah.
takes in. He had previously 3-2-1 Sked with Like, Deadshot, Azog, Zeosh, and Cactus, who
Hmm.
had a very good roster, but unfortunately they didn't get paid, and some of them couldn't even, continue the game.
Hmm.
Lucky for them, and after he took us, and yeah, he did the same with us, and that's why we are here today.
I mean,
He's a
yeah.
big part of our success.
And if you were to 1v1 him, he's asked me to ask you this. Who would win? He's asked me to ask you who would win in a 1v1.
Like fight or siege?
Oh, Siege, Siege. I mean, you can answer both if you like. You can answer both.
For sure, me. Like, there's no way he wins.
No way he wins. Okay, I'm
No.
sure he'll love hearing that as well. I've only got two more questions for you here. I've been asked to ask you another question, which is a
Okay.
little bit of a weird one. So don't get worried.
Yeah.
I've been asked that if you play up against Wolves
Yeah.
and you do a jersey swap with Deadshot, are you both going to
Yeah.
climb inside of the jersey together and wear it at the
Uh,
same time?
don't know, huh? Don't think so. I think my shirt is too small for him, and his shirt is too big for me. So
I mean,
we'll
that's what I've
see.
been asked to ask.
Yeah.
And my final question for you today is just going to be on your game day.
Yeah.
What is your go-to preparation routine? Do you listen to a certain song? Do you eat certain food? How do you prepare for when you're playing?
Wake up as every morning. I think what's important in your game day is to
Mhm.
change nothing. Like if you start to change to overthink, like you will come in the game stress. So change nothing. listen a bit of music before the games, like chill,
Hmm.
be concentrate, and before the game maybe eat a half of a banana,
Hmm.
and drink water. That's it for me.
And then if you win, do you celebrate by having the rest of the banana? Is that what you go for?
Yeah. When I win, I just go up to the kitchen and I take what there is to eat. So,
Fair
and I
enough.
go on the PC and rewatch the VOD.
Ah,
That's it after I
that
win.
that is a true professional if I've ever seen one. Just straight down, half a banana, finish, get a bit more food, straight back into the VOD. And I have to be honest, that's probably why you boys are in the position that you're in and doing so well at the moment, is because there's that discipline and it's that routine, I guess. You're scrimming, you're reviewing VODs, you're playing, you're grinding. And I think your hard work and effort has been shown by your performances in this
Yep.
off season. And I pray that you boys get your shot at T1, but who knows what's coming? Who knows what's coming? And I will have one more
Will
question.
be good.
One more question. So I'm giving you another one here.
Yeah.
But you boys of Valor
Yeah.
by NRV are the example of what I think a lot of players aspire to be, who come up through the ranks and then when they get their opportunity, they grab it with both hands. If there was a player back in your shoes, maybe a couple years ago, looking to try and do what you boys have done, what is like it's probably a question you get asked all the time, but what is the one piece of advice you would give an up and coming Siege player looking to progress through the ranks?
As a solo player or as a team player?
Or basically, if they're looking to get into competitive Siege.
Okay. Actually, it's all on dedication. You have
Hmm.
to do sacrifices to become at the level you want. Like everyone has different goals, but if you want certain goals to be pro, semi-pro, or even though go major, you have to do sacrifice. So it's not always easy,
Hmm.
because some parts are annoying to sacrifice. But if you want to become pro, you need to sacrifice, get discipline, work on um, work on things where you're not good at, and you will grow. And most important as well, get a good of group of people next to you, because
Hmm.
when you don't have the good people next to you, you most likely you will not success.
That makes sense. And I guess the saying goes, nothing good comes easy, if that
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah. Well, Ra1koss, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you
I'm
too.
I'm going to be very excited to cheer you boys on in the crowd out in Malta. We'll be cooking up some chants for you. We might get a few Yahoo chants going in the crowd as well. But best of luck. And we'll see you out in Malta. And thank you very much for joining me today. And is there anything you would like to say to the fans who will be watching this during the tournament?
To the fans, hope you will enjoy the Malta LAN. We will show some good things, I hope. So hope you will enjoy it. And
Um,
thanks for the support as well.
that's all right. And can we get a final Yahoo to say goodbye?
Do I need it or
It's up to you. It's up to you. I can do it for you if you don't want to.
not today. Maybe on LAN, but
Okay.
not today.
Well,
Come on.
that's what the people can tune in to see you yahooing at the top of your lungs. But thank you very much. And I will catch you soon, fella. Best of luck.
Thanks for your time. Thank you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.